Indian Wells. Naomi Osaka seals 3-set win to set up Aryna Sabalenka R16 showdown. Naomi Osaka has been through to the Indian Wells round of 16 for the first time since 2019 after beating Camila Osorio 6-1, 3-6, 6-1. The 16th-seeded Japanese made a lightning start to the match, breaking her rival 3 times to dominantly take the first set and set the tone early. After totally dominating the first set, Osaka had a chance to go up by an early second-set break, but missed out on 2 consecutive break points in the third game. The 4-time Grand Slam champion paid the price for that as Osorio earned the lone break of the second set in the 6th game and then just held her serve for the rest of the set to send the match into a decider. However, Osaka didn't allow herself to be impacted a bit by what happened in the second set, as the former world number 1 claimed breaks in the 2nd and 6th games of the third set to seal the win. Osaka now set for only her 2nd career meeting with Aryna Sabalenka. Now, Osaka is for an Indian Wells round of 16 showdown against top seed Sabalenka. A bit interestingly, this will only be the 2nd meeting between the two, and the first one since 2018. Their lone meeting previously came at the 2018 US Open when the Japanese beat the Belarusian 6-3, 2-6, 6-4. Meanwhile, by beating Osorio, the 28-year-old fulfilled her Indian Wells goals. I was just really disappointed in myself, and then ironically, we were training, and then I injured myself like I did another injury. So I just felt like hopefully that's enough injuries for the whole year. But yeah, I'm just grateful to be out here and be playing. Last year I didn't do too well here, so I think I already exceeded the previous year. So I just hope that I can keep going, Osaka said 2 days earlier. Tennis Paradise in the Desert, a narrative of comeback, chaos and collision. Dawn in the Desert. Indian Wells as more than a tournament. The BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells Tennis Garden has long been known as the Fifth Slam, a grand spectacle of athletic grit, swirling winds, sunlit drama, and narratives that often transcend sport. From the dusty hard courts of California's Coachella Valley emerges a week where tennis dreams are magnified. Comebacks are exalted, upsets become lore, and rivalries are rekindled. This year, 2 narratives have soared to the forefront: Naomi Osaka's resurgence after injury and time away from competitive action, and Aryna Sabalenka's unshakable march toward another major result. Their collision course is more than a match. It's a contrasting tale of fire and finesse, renewal and rain. 2. Naomi Osaka's return. A story of resilience. For Naomi Osaka, Indian Wells 2026 is a homecoming of sorts, not in geography, but in spirit. Since her withdrawal from the Australian Open with an abdominal injury earlier this year, Osaka's competitive rhythm has been disrupted. Questions loomed. Could she find form again? Would her unrivaled firepower still cut through the WTA Tour's elite? Her path this week answers both emphatically. Facing Colombian Camila Osorio in the 3rd round, Osaka was both forceful and vulnerable, a perfect distillation of her tennis essence. Taking the first set 6-1, she seemed in control. Then Osorio fired back, seizing the second 6-3, exposing Osaka's occasional fragility. But in the deciding set, Osaka rebounded, roaring back to take it 6-1 and secure a spot in the round of 16. Her triumph was not just about advancement. It was about rediscovery, grit stitched with brilliance. Off-court, Osaka's return has also embraced her larger persona. Her bold fashion choices have become part of her narrative. A striking leopard print outfit captured as much attention as her tennis, a reminder that Osaka's influence stretches beyond baseline ball strikes into cultural arenas where expression and sport fuse. Osaka's on-court style, ferocious serving, explosive forehands, and tactical transformation, has evolved over years marked by setbacks and reinvention. Her match against Osorio was a microcosm of her broader journey: early dominance, mid-match challenge, and a resolute finale. Now, the reward for her persistence is a showdown with world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, a clash that promises seismic energy. 3. Aryna Sabalenka, dominance, determination, and diamonds. If Osaka's story at Indian Wells is one of resurgence, Aryna Sabalenka's narrative is one of pure ascent. Sabalenka, the Belarusian powerhouse, entered the desert as the world number one, carrying both the expectations and the aura that come with tennis's summit. Her start was emphatic, a convincing opening round win and then a commanding 6-4, 6-1 victory over Jacqueline Christian to reach the last 16. Across these matches, Sabalenka's serve was relentless, her ground strokes thunderous, and her mental firewall seemingly impervious. What makes her run all the more compelling is the personal chapter she's living simultaneously. Just days before the event, Sabalenka announced her engagement to Georgios Frangoulis, an off-season moment that generated warmth in the tennis community and added a human dimension to her otherwise ferocious on-court image. Humor and humanity surfaced as Sabalenka sportingly debuted her engagement ring during a match, a diamond and emerald band that became a literal sparkle in the California sunshine. Her comment about hoping the ring might distract an opponent was equal parts lighthearted and emblematic. This is a champion unfazed by expectation. On the court, Sabalenka's performance reflects top-tier confidence in every swing. Her serve pressure, baseline aggression, and shot selection underline why she's one of the most feared players on tour, a truth backed by her record of consistently deep runs in WTA 1000 events. Now, poised to meet Osaka in the Indian Wells round of 16, she embodies the sport's most formidable combination, elite skill married to unquestionable self-belief. 4. The Osaka-Sabalenka clash, a collision of forces. What makes this matchup particularly compelling goes far beyond rankings or recent results. It's a contrast of styles and stories, and a testament to the richness of women's tennis. Naomi Osaka enters with a narrative of rebirth. Her strategy revolves around aggressive baseline play, penetrating serves, and the ability to absorb pressure and explode back into points. There's a raw emotional intensity in her game, at once explosive and vulnerable, that has endeared her to fans globally and made her one of tennis's most magnetic figures. Aryna Sabalenka brings ruthless consistency and a battling spirit honed at the sport's highest level. Her game is forged from power, grinding first serves, heavy ground strokes, and the confidence to finish points. Their head-to-head chart before this week is limited, highlighting just how rare and electric such a clash is. Despite both names amongst tennis's elite for years, they haven't met frequently on the biggest stages. Now, at Indian Wells, where fate has conspired to bring them together, their match symbolizes more than advancement. It represents tennis's narrative apex. Two champions, different yet similarly devoted to excellence, meeting in one of the sport's fiercest arenas. Will Osaka's tactical rewiring and emotional resurgence silence Sabalenka's relentless ground game? Can Sabalenka's power and focus overwhelm Osaka's artistry and adaptive spark? These questions, more than any statistic, define the essence